We have to put this piston ring in the piston. So how? We have this piston, we have the connecting rod and the pin. We have to take the difference from this connecting pin, like this one. We consider this connecting pin. We put the arrow like this one. This is the reference. So from this one, we subdivide this line into two, like this one and this one. So let's take this point as 1, this 2, this is 3, this one, and this is 4. This is 4. This is the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking the reference as this piston pin. So we see here we have different piston ring. This is for oil ring, the 3 ones. This is expander. This is a bottom oil ring. This is the top oil ring. And this is the second compression ring. This is the top compression ring. So how to respect this rule? If we take this point as the gap of the expander, let's take this as the gap, first the gap of this expander of the oil ring. Remember, each piston ring should have the gap, and what you want is to just not have the same gap at the same line, okay? So if we consider this as 1 here, we put this gap here. Here is the first one. Then we install this expander. Okay. This is 1 here, the first gap. So we are going to put the bottom up here to the second one here, second position. We should just put the bottom oil ring here. Here. Okay. The bottom oil ring here. Yes, to the second here. And the top should occupy this third position at 180 degree. The third gap is here. This is the top. We go slowly without causing any damage. Okay. This is okay. Then, from this, we are going to have the second at the 4 position. The 4 position is here. This is for second compression ring, which is this one. When we try to check, remember, on this piston ring you have the mark. This mark should be face up of the piston. We have a mark here, this one. Okay. Okay. We have to take care so that we can cause the line on this surface, on the piston. Then after, the top one will face this one at 180 degree from the second one. It means is this position. And always remember that this mark should face up. Okay. All piston rings are assembled from the piston. We are going to assemble the piston, connecting rod and its pin so that we move to the engine block. We have to set this connecting rod looking at the front of the piston and the front of this connecting rod. We have to look at the center of it. So we put the piston pin, then we introduce it by moving, checking if it is going freely. Okay. Then we have to put the clips which maintain the pin in its position. Okay. Now we check if it is assembled in a proper way. It is okay. Okay. Now, after assembling the pistons, now we are going to assemble them in the cylinder block. So first of all, we have to lubricate the cylinder block. We have to clean and lubricate. Bring the bearing. One, bring from the other, yes. This is the bearing number 1. You have to put enough oil in order to facilitate smooth rotation. This is the second one. The third one. This is the thrust bearing, which should be in the center. Fourth one, you finally install the last one. After the installation of the bearing, we have to install the crankshaft, but before we have to lubricate it to put enough oil. So the rotation will be smooth. Okay. We have to consider the front and the back, and it should be, I have to go slowly, gently, without causing any problem. And then I check if it is moving freely. Okay, I put another oil. On its main journal. Then it is a time to assemble this main bearing cap. Respecting the orientation of this arrow. Now, what is the recommended sequence? As you see here, the number of main bearings are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by tightening this crankshaft, we start by the center. The main bearing which is in the center is this one. Now, tightening this should respect the circular sequence. We start by this center and go doing the circular way. It means we have to start by here. Then, the purpose of this torque wrench is to give equal torque to all nuts or bolts. Then when I hear the click of the torque wrench, I will stop. And I could not over tighten when I hear the sound from this torque wrench. Okay. 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 When we are just tightening this main bearing, you have to check the rotation of the crankshaft. You have always check the rotation. Okay. Now, our crankshaft is free to move. After finishing to tighten this crankshaft, we are going to put the piston.